On a quiet plot of land in New Zealand, under soft skies and the sound of distant waves, a small group gathers to lower a casket into the earth. There are no red carpets, no flashing cameras, and no speeches written for an audience. Just family, a few close friends, and the deep silence of a country that meant more to him than any Hollywood premiere. Sam Neill died at the age of 78 on July 13, 2026, in a private hospital in Sydney, Australia. His family described his passing as sudden and unexpected, though he had recently completed treatment for a rare and aggressive blood cancer and had publicly shared earlier in the year that he was cancer-free. He was surrounded by loved ones in his final moments, and those closest to him have said he left the world with the same dignity and lack of fuss that characterized his life. No detailed cause of death has been released, and his family has asked for privacy as they process the loss. The burial service itself is intentionally small and private. Only a handful of people are present, in line with his long-stated wish to avoid large public ceremonies. There is no public memorial, no state funeral, and no organized fan gathering. For someone who spent decades in front of global audiences, the farewell is understated. A brief committal, a few quiet words, and the earth closing over a man who always valued peace over praise. That decision fits the person many came to admire, an actor who treated fame as a side effect of his work, not its purpose. In the moments before the casket is lowered, a short tribute is offered. It touches on his love for his family, his pride in his grandchildren, and his deep connection to the New Zealand landscape. The hills, the vines, the open spaces where he felt most at home. Another voice mentions how he could make a room feel lighter just by walking in, without needing to be the center of attention. These words are not performed for an audience. They are simple, honest acknowledgments of a life that resisted spectacle even at the end. That life stretched far beyond one role, even if one character defined him for many viewers. As Dr. Alan Grant in Jurassic Park, he became the steady, intelligent center of a film that changed blockbuster cinema. He brought a grounded, human quality to a story about dinosaurs and chaos, making the impossible feel believable. That performance alone would have secured his place in film history, but his body of work is much larger. Over more than 100 films and television projects, he moved between genres and countries with ease. Period dramas, thrillers, comedies, and local New Zealand stories that rarely reached global audiences but meant a great deal at home. Colleagues remember him as generous on set, uninterested in hierarchy, and willing to treat every crew member as an equal. Directors have spoken about his calm professionalism, his dry humor, and the way he could lift the mood on difficult shooting days without making a show of it. Co-stars have recalled long conversations between takes, not about fame or strategy, but about books, landscapes, and the peculiar weight of being known by millions while trying to live a normal life. For many, working with Sam Neill felt less like sharing a set with a star, and more like collaborating with a grounded, thoughtful friend, who happened to be very good at his job. New Zealand, his impact goes deeper than film credits. He supported local arts, championed homegrown storytelling, and used his profile to draw attention to environmental and cultural causes important to the country. He was not the kind of celebrity who attached his name to every campaign, but when he did speak, people listened. He understood the power of his platform and used it selectively, often steering attention back to the land, the people, and the stories that mattered most to him. That quiet advocacy is part of why tributes from leaders and artists in the region have been so heartfelt. They are mourning not just an actor, but a guardian of a certain way of life. Outside that small burial plot, the reaction has been different. Across social media and in newsrooms around the world, people are sharing clips, stills, and personal memories of how his work touched them. Some talk about watching Jurassic Park as children and feeling safe because his character seemed so steady. Others mention discovering his smaller films later and realizing how much range he had. Industry figures post short messages calling him a true gentleman, a rare presence in an industry that often rewards the opposite. For the public, this outpouring becomes an unofficial memorial, millions of small, scattered tributes that replace the large public ceremony his family chose not to hold.